there's that popular question that people ask that's, well, if you had 10 minutes alone with younger you, what would you say to them? What's the advice that you would give them? And this is exactly that for me. You are the person that God created you to be, and you can't be any different than that. The fundamental you that you identify with, when you're referring to you, to yourself, that you that you're referring to, that you identify with, can't be changed. And I know you're going through all these efforts to try to change that because you don't like yourself, but you can't change that. And the efforts that you're spending to change that every single day, I know you're spending all this effort all the time, all these hours of every day trying to change that. It's all futile. None of it's going to matter at all. And maybe you don't believe me when I tell you that right now, but I've been through all the pain that causes, and it just makes it worse. Because look, man, if you can't even accept your own self, if you can't even sit alone and be good, you're never going to find peace anywhere in the world. Because when you don't have anything, when you're stripped down to nothing, you have you. And if that's not someone you can accept, you don't have to like him perfectly. Because yeah, he's not perfect, I know that. But if you can't even accept that person, you can't accept his mistakes and his flaws and his good things, because there are good things, I promise you, then you will never have peace. You will constantly be locked in the cage trying to get out, the cage that you can't get out of. The only thing to do is to turn around in the cage and give you a hug and accept him and be okay with that person, with all his flaws and mistakes and everything right there, all the way down to hell. Everything. You accept it. Because look, God has created you to be you. You, Noah, have things you like and dislike. You have things you value, you have interests that you're actually interested in, not things that other people like that they've put on you that you think you like. No, the real genuine ones, the real genuine values, the real genuine interests, the real genuine things that make you happy, the real genuine opinions, the real genuine likes and dislikes. Those are all you, and that is the only thing you are. And you can't change that, and you won't be able to change that. Again, like I said, your efforts to change that, they're worthless. It's never going to happen. You can't be anyone but the person that you are. It is a direct rebellion against God, and it is a demonic lie to think you can be different or that you should be different than that. Every human is created as they are. No human is alike, and no human is supposed to be like another. They're all supposed to be different, including you. You are not supposed to be like anyone else. That leads me to the next point, which is that performance is a good thing if you have it. But if it has you, it can be the most destructive force in the world. You watch all these YouTube videos talking about, say this thing, this good conversation starter, this body language, how to act charismatically this way or that. And yeah, performance is good if it's something within your power. But if it has you, if you can't help but perform and pretend and be someone that you're not every time you interact with people, then all they'll ever see is a fake you. And if someone actually falls in love with that you, then guess what? As soon as the authentic you comes out, they will reject you. You have to learn to show the real you. Share the opinions you really think. Share the thoughts you really think. When someone asks you a question, give your real opinion. People will like you more for it. You want to be charismatic? You want to be likable? Be authentic. Authenticity is the key to charisma. Being the person that you really are, all the way down to hell, everything. That is the key to charisma that you're looking for. Look, you gotta be your real self. You have to learn to integrate and to communicate this real self well, because again, performance is good, but only once you've learned how to be your real self anyways, to integrate that, to be that person, then you can communicate that through performance, through charisma. Does that make sense? You gotta quit running in circles trying to be someone that you aren't, trying to act differently around other people, and trying to cater to everybody all the time. If somebody doesn't like you, that is okay. There's nothing that says everyone has to like you. You have to come to terms with the fact that not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to accept you. That's true. Yep. There's going to be that asshole, there probably already is, who no matter what you do, no matter what actions you do, no matter what good things you do, they just don't like you no matter what. They just reject you. And if you let that person determine what you think of yourself, then you'll be miserable forever. You have to care more about what you think of yourself than of what other people think of you. Because like I said, when everything else is gone, all you have is you in that cage. So are you going to keep fighting to get out of the cage, never successful? Or are you going to turn around, embrace the person that you really are, accept everything about him, the good and the bad? Because he's all you have. I don't have long left here, but I do have a little bit more that I want to say. No one has ever told you this, but, and it's not that people haven't thought it, but you are good enough. You are kind and loving and caring and humble. You are smart. You are funny. You are charming. See the good in yourself. And don't let the bad outshine it, because everybody has bad parts about them. It's part of being human. You gotta accept the good and the bad about yourself. I've got to go now, but I hope that you will listen to what I've told you, that you will heed my words wisely, because the pain that you feel, you're going to continue to feel it if you don't change. God bless you. I love you. Shut out the noise.